Welcome everybody to the Season 17 NURA Pokemon Cup Series All-Star Weekend. We begin here with the All-Star Showdown. As you see, these drivers will try for 3 spots into the big main All-Star Race event. We start with the Showdown, and that's where these drivers will be at to begin this weekend. Of course, the All-Star Showdown. So the Showdown is going to have 2 14-lap segments, like 2 14-lap mini races, so to speak. The winner of each of those races will move on to the All-Star race, and the third and final spot will be determined by the driver who had the highest average finish among the 2 segments in the All-Star Showdown. So this one is going to have, this race starts 21 cars, and the winner of the first segment will not race in segment 2 because that driver is already in the All-Star race. So that'll make things more interesting. And there'll be 21 in race 1 and 20 in race 2 in the Showdown. So anyway, here's the starting lineup for the All-Star Showdown in segment 1. And both segments will be lined up randomly. Both segments will have qualifying lined up randomly, so will the All-Star race. The All-Star race will have a random lineup, qualifying lineup, so it's going to be random. It's going to add more twists to the this series, to this weekend. Hargel Alonso starts in P1 here in race 1 of the Showdown. Jacob Lawler will share the front row. Brandon Nichols and Sam Rogers in row 2. In row 3 is Alex Hawkins and Tasha Radillo. In row 4, Sean Harple, Connor Breton. In row 5, Luke Walker and Power Quest. In row 6, Dylan Thoreau and Leah Walker. In row 7, Zachary Fitzwater and Tony Green. In row 8, Mason Wood and Eric Hayden. In row 9, Isaiah Bernesh and Alex Rago. In row 10 is Ferdinand Gabot and Jack Blake. And rounding out the field is Pichu in the 99. He was last year's All-Star race winner. Now back to Jack Blake. He's the only driver to have won the All-Star race twice in the Pokemon Cup Series. He signs on for this weekend only in the 98. And we're here to announce that Ryan Acosta will be the 98 driver when we get to the chase, when the chase begins. Ryan Acosta, the 2-time DASCAR Pokemon Pro Series champion, is going to take over the 98 for the rest of the season after All-Star Weekend. So that's the driver we've been waiting to reveal who will be in the 98 for the rest of the season. And it is Ryan Acosta, the 2-time DASCAR Pro Series champion, that'll be taking over in the 98 after All-Star Weekend. But for this weekend, it's Jack Blake, the 2-time All-Star winner, is going to fill in the 98, hoping to get a spot into the All-Star race. And now, without further ado, we go trackside. I just skipped over the command, but it doesn't matter, as the cars roll off the track. Both races, 14 laps. Winner of each race moves on to the All-Star race. And the one more spot goes to the driver, the highest average finish in both segments. Or mini races, so to speak, if you prefer to say that. Caution laps will count, so these guys got to make their moves, and they got to make their moves now. It's all out, no points on the line, so they're going to race like hell today. Green flag is out. Segment 1 of All-Star Showdown. Three wide to start the race. Sam Rogers. Oh, Alonso in the wall. They're going all out right now. This is all for bragging rights. So expect to see drivers wreck each other out all the time. Expect no friends to be made here today. No allies made. They're just all doing it for themselves here. Oh, Hawking's in the wall. Everyone's flying everywhere. The 4 spins. Thoreau is spun. Dylan Thoreau in the 4. The yellow's going to be out. With 11 to go. Mason Wood is involved. And I think Lawler has damage. Ragow has damage. They'll have some redemption coming to segment 2. Luke Walker, great run on the high line. Can he hold on the 3? He will. Luke Walker leads. Segment leads. Under caution with 11 to go. Told you these guys would wreck each other out. It was all for bragging rights. And here's another look. Tasha Radio dumps the 4 of Dylan Thoreau. Dylan Thoreau is around. And then Mason Wood, Jacob Lawler, they had nowhere to go. Ooh, Alex Ragow, he's in it too. Nowhere to go for those drivers. Mason Wood also held up. But don't worry, they'll have another shot to get into the All-Star race via segment 2. We still haven't, we just got started here in the All-Star weekend. Pichu won in the showdown, and that led him to his All-Star race win. And now let's see if his teammate Luke Walker could do the same. Here we go. They're going to be 7 to go here at Chicagoland in segment 1. All drivers still racing. Well, those at the back, those 4 involved in the first caution have damage. Don't worry, they'll be back in segment 2 to compete, try for better luck. Green flag. Looked like they were going to go on the high line. That doesn't work. Here comes Brandon Nichols, though. Even though he went on the high line a little bit there, he's going on the low line to take the race lead. That's the only way to pass, if you stay on the low line and have some drafting buddies with you. But again, no buddies are to be made here in this weekend, so it's going to be all out. And boy, they're showing it. Low, another crash. The big one. And 5 to go. Power Quest is flipped. Racing to the line. They might not get back to green in segment 1. Nichols wants to transfer. It's going to be Hawkins or Nichols. It's Brandon Nichols. Hawkins is in the wall, and Nichols, through the smoke, gets the race lead and possibly the showdown first segment win. Unless if we get a one-lap showdown, which I think we might. Not surprising that these drivers let it all out and they took out Luke Walker right here. And Eric Hayden was involved. There's Power Quest slow into Tony Green. And Power Quest goes flying. Ooh. 42 in it. And Power Quest, he's going to be alright. These guys will have another chance at segment 2. But man, Power Quest sure took a flip. There's Jack Blake involved. And, well, his return was not a happy one from the looks of it. Let's see if we're going to have one or a couple laps left. It looks like we're going to have one lap to go in segment 1. This is going to come down to the final lap in segment 1. And remember, the field is randomly inverted in race segment 2. So Brandon Nichols, this might be his best one and only shot of getting in the into All-Star race, unless if he survives the wreckage we saw in the races and he gets a good run. But Brandon Nichols, he's looking to transfer into segment 2. We'll see if that'll happen. Here we go. The white flag will be out for segment 1. Brandon Nichols, Alex Hawkins, Sam Rogers, Sean Harple, Tasha Redayo in the top 5. Any one of these 5 or any of the other drivers in the top 10 could transfer in to the Showdown. To the All-Star race, I should say, not the Showdown. White flag will be out in segment 1. Here we go. 1 to go. Will Brandon Nichols hold on? Sam Rogers on the bottom gets a good run off the turn. He's closing in. Here comes Nichols' teammate Sean Harple. Can Harple help out Nichols a bit, or is he going to go it for himself? Down the line, and Sam Rogers takes it. Rogers takes it, final turn, one more chance. He's not going to get there, and Sam Rogers moves on to the All-Star race. Sam Rogers is going to the All-Star race. Great last lap pass over Sean Harple and gets the win. Sam Rogers is in the All-Star race. And what a victory it was for the 35 machine. Here's the segment 1 results on your screen. And we had 5 drivers retired from the race. And now it's going to come down to segment 2 as Rogers can rest easy. He's in the All-Star race and he's not racing in segment 2. And we move on to segment 2 with 20 remaining drivers and 2 more spots to be revealed to transfer in the All-Star race. Sam Rogers goes to the All-Star race. We'll see you guys in segment 2. We're now here in segment 2, and Sean Harple is on the pole. The runner-up from segment 1 is on pole. This was randomized. So here's the rest of the field staying on, and the green will come out for segment 2. Who will join Sam Rogers to the All-Star race? Good start for the 31. The 9 goes for the race lead. Zach Fitzwater. Isaiah Bernash. Harple's in the wall. They're 3 wide. They're going all out. They're doing everything they can to get to the transfer spot. Great run by Fitzwater, though. He's pulling away. Still anybody's game in segment 2. Ooh, so close. They're tight. Oh, man, again. 3 wide, 4 wide in the back. They're doing all they can to bump their competitors out. This is really going to be an interesting finish. 3 wide in the back. We should keep an eye on them because they could wreck out very fast. More wall hitting, and wow. This race has gone 4 laps without a caution. Last time I think we were up to lap 2 and then the caution came out. Wow, struggling. Sean Harple struggling to get back in position after being close to winning in segment 1. Oh, whoa, Jacob Lawler in the apron. Hawkins. Oh, he's in the grass. Can he stay up? No, he gets into Lawler. Big crash. Gamblett's around. Power Quest Land Walker's in it. And now we finally have our caution with 10 to go. This is going to be fun. Look at Isaiah Bernash. Right place, right time to make the move. And he's your leader under caution. Wow. I knew we weren't going to stay clean for long. Even though it was a lot cleaner than the first race. It was bound to happen somewhere. Connor Breton, he just dumps the 14 Hawkins. Hawkins tried his best to save the car, but he couldn't stop in time and went right to Jacob Lawler when he came back up on the track. And Lawler and then moments later, Gabot, Walker, and Power Quest got turned. Power Quest, his second big wreck of the day. He got flipped in segment 1. And while Power Quest not enjoying the fun days here in Chicagoland, and neither are these guys, they're pretty much out of contention to get into the All-Star race. But you never know which one will get in by the highest average finish among the two segments. So we'll measure that at the end of this segment. After Fitzwater led for most of the day, Isaiah Bernesh took the lead just before the caution came out. So will Bernesh hold on and win segment 2 and join Sam Rogers to transfer, or will Zach Fitzwater do it? Eric Heiden, Dylan Thoreau, and Hargel Alonso, they're competitors as well. 5 laps to go. They know the next caution flag will end the segment and possibly determine who's moving on to the All-Star race. One other driver will join the winners, like I said, and we'll measure that out at the end of this segment. We're going back to green. We were clean for 4 laps last time. 5 laps, I think. And so hopefully this last 5 will be clean. Eric Heiden, he doesn't want to wait. Trying to make this 3 wide. He doesn't have enough line, though. Line doesn't have enough power. 4 to go. Marcelo Alonso looking low. Now Heiden has power. Heiden trying to pass Fitzwater. And Fitzwater, he's fighting on the high line. But he loses the battle, and Heiden, Eric Heiden, the former Indy 500 winner, is going to win segment 2. The yellow is out. Big crash in the back. Did they take the caution? From the looks of it, I think they did. They did. Just in time, Argel Alonso was second. He was about to make a pass. Then the yellow came out just in time. And the 2 drivers all out. TA2 involved. Wow. Luke Walker just took out his teammate, Pichu. Again, well, it's no friends are made in this weekend, and so it was all out. And, well, Luke Walker had nothing to lose, but he just took out Pichu. Yeah, pretty bad. That was lucky for Eric Heiden for the caution to come out like that. Let's see when the yellow lights went out right there. Right there was when the yellow lights were out. So the caution came out before Heiden crossed the line. He was lucky. And Eric Heiden, unless if something catastrophic happens during the caution, he'll be moving on to the All-Star race. And look at this. Front Row Racing is going to have all 3 of its cars in the All-Star race. Heiden is in, joining Sam Rogers in the All-Star race. Jordan Davis, Eric Heiden, and Sam Rogers, all 3 Front Row Motorsports cars are in the All-Star race. It was a big day for the team. They sweep the showdown. Rogers and Heiden are in. Now we're about to find out who's going to join the 2 in the final spot to the All-Star race. Before we reveal who that is, here's the results from race 2. And only 2 drivers retired from the second segment, which is, well, less than half of the drivers that retired in segment 1. Again, more cleaner than the last time, but this race ended under yellow. This, unlike the last race, we had our 1-lap showdown in race 1. In race 2, it was a little cleaner, but it ended under caution, which was pretty weird. So anyway, that's your results from race 2, and now let's reveal who is going to be the final spot into the All-Star race.